Urban or rural, homelessness can hit anywhere. The pandemic cost Dan his job, his girlfriend, and his home.
A lot of homeless people.
Year 2020, and you've got all these hundreds and hundreds, thousands of people on the streets.
So to realise that.
Well, I used to go.
Was scary.
Having a drink. I was always giving money to people on the street, chucking them in, even talking to them for 10 minutes at a time. Because I just feel that, you know, it's not just walk by and ignore them. I just can't walk by and ignore these people.
I think a lot of young people, because of the stigma attached to being homeless.
People bloody ignoring. These are human lives, these are fucking people.
A lot of people might have just come across people.
Not all of them have,
but they're
junkies and stuff on the streets. People have ended up on street through no fault of their own, and job issues, family issues.
Young people from being forced onto the streets.
I wouldn't wish that situation on any young person my age at all, because it's really, really hard. If COVID never came around, life wouldn't have changed so dramatically as it has now.
Michael Buchanan, BBC News.
Now, church services will be much quieter than usual this Christmas, not just because of restrictions on movement, but also because worshippers of all religions have been asked not to sing to reduce the risk of spreading the virus.
How are they going to stop people farting as well? How are they going to do that?
Using lasers and high-speed cameras.
They've already said farting can cause COVID, haven't they? One article.
Singing.
How are they going to do that?
Correspondent Catherine Burns takes up the story.
Who's going to abide by that?
A sign of the time.
No singing.
The words are
honestly
1,000 years old, but with a 2020 twist, a face mask. But what does that have to do with this? Love. Religion and science, two parts of Professor Lawrence Lovett's life. He says that most of the evidence on face coverings looks at coughing and sneezing. He wants to know what difference they make to singing.
I think that singing in communal worship is incredibly important. It's an absolutely central part of worship.
Exactly, mate. You're saying it.
Safe to do.
And why do you think they just want to erode everything?
It's not safe to do that.
Destroy your soul, man. This is what this is about. Destroying your soul, your spirit.
This synagogue. They are still allowed, but must be socially distanced. So they've limited the amount of music during services here. Across England, government guidelines for churches, mosques and temples say that the rest of worshippers cannot join in singing or chanting.
Well, I'd give the middle finger to that. If I want to sing, I don't give a shit if I'd be the only one singing right at the top of my voice above everybody else.
Director and one of the volunteers taking part in this study. Coronavirus is mostly spread through droplets from coughs, sneezes and people talking. So Sarah has to breathe, speak and sing.
Oh, so it is airborne then?
Without a face.
Is that what they're trying to tell us? It's airborne?
Normally filmed in the dark with a high-speed camera.
Well, I'll tell you something, if it truly was airborne, we'd all be dead.
Hello. These pictures slow down.
Well, people will swallow this garbage, man. They'll swallow that.
Singing a note without a mask. You can see lots of droplets swirling around. But the researchers say
that's natural.
A surgical type face mask, either
it's probably droplets out you. When you fart, you'll probably have particles of fucking shit coming out your ass when you fart. And what?
Slowly, and so can't
and what?
Most of the volunteers so far have been
part of fucking life.
But the team wants other faiths to take part too.
Well, you can't have droplets coming out of your mouth now.
Get involved in the Confess trial, especially when I think
this is another point of where I say God got it wrong. Oh, he got it all wrong, making it so droplets come out of your mouth.
Hopes to influence government
fucking criminal, that is sacrilege.
Also look at how volume affects droplets. So maybe worshippers will be able to sing together, but quietly. Catherine Burns, BBC News.
Jesus.
Now, the World Heavyweight Boxing
absolutely pathetic.
That the next generation of boxing stars.
Well, you've seen it right there, folks.
If it fails to be supported financially,
you've seen it right there.
Pandemic.
Stupidity.
A substantial donation himself to help amateur clubs.
I don't know how many people swallowing that and believing it. Fear death even more now they've seen that little particle under that light.
Paved the way for an all-British title fight against Tyson Fury.
No mask for me, no social distancing, nothing.
He may be on top of the boxing world.
If anyone should be dead right now or dying or caught fucking COVID, it should be me. and I'm fucking perfectly fine. I was ill like fucking what? A couple of months ago, wasn't I? Still got a video up, I think, where I said I was and I sounded rough as shit. If I'd have believed in this, I'd have gone running to doctors. You know, probably shitting myself. I might have COVID, you know, just because I got a fucking bit of a bad head and a runny nose, snotty nose, a little bit of a cough. And no doubt about it, they'd have probably diagnosed me as COVID. It would have been a dumb fuck, swallow it all. Anyway, that's fucking tonight's fucking crap. I thought I'd just grab my camera.